Okay, if everyone's ready, thank you very much.
Difficult 24 hours, Andrew. How do you feel right now?
Yeah, pretty deflated really. You're right, it has been a long and arduous and difficult 24 hours. And you know, the back end of it, to lose a game of cricket, which you know we were in a good position to win, is very disappointing.
Were you prepared to play this match in reality, Andrew?
Yes, that's why we played it. Were we?
Were you in the other meaning of
Sorry.
prepared, were you prepared mentally to play it? I know you were prepared physically.
Well, look, it was a difficult situation. You know, there was obviously we had a lot of meetings last night, and we didn't have a lot of time to respond to the allegations that surfaced yesterday. So, yeah, was it ideal preparation? No, there's no doubt about that. But I wouldn't use that as an excuse. We turned up today. You know, I've got to give a lot of credit to my players for the professional manner in which they went about their business today. And you know, ultimately, I'm very proud of them from that point of view. But I'm still very disappointed we lost the game.
Andrew, how close did England come to not playing in this match?
Well, look, I think when the allegations first surfaced, there's a lot of raw emotion around, and we needed to let that subside, but we didn't have a lot of time to do that. So, you know, once the emotion did subside, we as a group of players realised that the best option available for us was to play the game, and you know we went into this game fully determined to play as well as we could.
Was there added tension between the teams out on the pitch? Did you notice that at all?
No, I think both sides actually understood their responsibility to put on a good, clean game of cricket today. And so any potential areas that things might have developed, I think we were all very keen to calm things down very quickly. So, you know, I've got to give a lot of credit to the players from both sides for doing that. You know, it's just a fact of life that when there's a lot of emotion flying around, things can get out of hand. And you know, I'm very, very proud of the fact that that didn't happen.
So there had been an altercation before the match at the nursery end between one of your players, Jonathan Trott, and one of the Pakistan squad, Wahab Riaz. What was that about, and did that demonstrate that there was a tinderbox waiting to go on?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was an isolated incident. It wasn't an ideal start to the day from either side's point of view, but you know, the incident's been dealt with, and as I said, on the back of that, the players from both sides reacted very well.
Why did that happen, though?
You know, there was some chat, but I wasn't there, so it's hard for me to give you a ball-by-ball blow.
You'd have tried to find out what happened. This was one of your players half an hour before a match that nearly didn't take place.
As I said, the incident's been dealt with.
Did you have to have words with your players before the game to remind them of their responsibilities before going out to the pitch, bearing in mind what happened with Jonathan?
You know, I didn't have to remind them of their responsibilities, but I think we were all clear that it was very important for the game of cricket that this game went ahead in the right spirit. And that was, you know, it was, you know, I think both sides would say it was a difficult thing to do, but I think that's actually what transpired, and that was a great testament to the players.
Andrew, at what time 113 for no loss, England was looking very comfortable, but suddenly there was a collapse. If a story appears tomorrow in the newspaper that England team has fixed this match and their players were involved in this, England has fixed and they lose deliberately, how will you feel?
I'll feel very disappointed. Look, you know, we were absolutely outraged by the allegations that surfaced yesterday, we refute them completely, and you know, we were very disturbed that someone would come out with those allegations without any proof to back them up.
But today's match.
So if that happened tomorrow, we'd feel exactly the same.
Thank you.
Well, it wasn't ideal preparation for Pakistan either. Were you impressed with the way they played? And also, when you were on 41, there appeared to be a pretty strong LBW appeal against you. How did you react to that decision?
How did I react to the decision?
Well, how did you feel about it? What did you think?
What did I think of it? I got on and faced the next ball. What else did you do?
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Mr. Butt, you've obviously disappointed with Mr. Butt's comments yesterday, but why do you think he made them? Was it too...
I've got no idea. No, in fact, I've got no interest in discussing his comments.
Thanks. Yeah. But when you talk of getting lawyers involved, you obviously are taking this quite seriously. That's not an empty threat. That's you were genuinely looking at doing that.
Absolutely. No, we can just explore every avenue that's available to us to make sure that our names aren't sullied in this manner.
Thank you.
Andrew, when the allegations were made, and you said you were all absolutely outraged, did you, as the captain in those meetings, have to ask your team, is there anything I need to know? Did you have to ask the question, or did you know outright, these are outrageous allegations?
I did not need to ask that question.
Thanks.
Sorry, in light of Mr. Butt's previous statement, why did you take the allegations so seriously?
Well, you know, it was the chairman of the Pakistan Cricket Board coming out with these allegations, and you know, we as a group of players felt strongly that we should, given the allegations are directed at us, that we should respond to them.
Just how difficult is it going to be for you now, Andrew, to get your side ready and prepared to try and win a series that I guess you would have hoped to have?
I think today, to be honest, is going to be harder than Wednesday's game, to be honest with you, because it was so new and raw, and as I said, there was a lot of emotion around. I think things will calm down a little bit to a certain extent before Wednesday.
The last couple, thank you.
Andrew, how much do you think that Mr. Butt's comments are representative of Pakistan cricket, or do you think, in fact, he's shooting from the hip?
I don't know. I mean, that's not for me to speculate.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, what do you feel that allegation of spot fixing making Pakistan more harder or stronger team?
Do you think that the allegations made them a stronger team? No, look, I mean, Pakistan have always been a dangerous side, and they've proved it over the last two games. You know, they've got the ability to come out with genuinely world-class cricket. They've done that in the last two games. We need to get back into winning ways in the final game.
Will you be taking tomorrow off, Andrew, now on practicing, given that you will still be shattered after a while?
Yeah, we're going to have a conversation about the best way to prepare for that game. Yeah, it may end up being something.
Andrew, your field
Okay, thank you very much. That's great.